entire army of Happy and saves his raider from any coil sniping. Actually, Happy didn't have enough mana to coil snipe anyway, so it wasn't a worry. But good to be on the safe side. And now, Grubby is at 50 food. Okay, Grubby is expanding, but Happy is going to scout this right away. And Grubby's going to have to cancel this expansion. So Grubby canceling the expansion, going to lose a peon. And now he's going to probably go out there and try to fight, because he is at 50 food. Happy at only 45. Grubby with now a Kodo Beast. Looks like he's going to go out and fight. Skeleton coming down. Grubby's not going to worry about that. He wants to get, hopefully, a fight with good positioning against this army. And now trying to send his Torn Chieftain in to stomp. Kind of gets blocked off by skeletons. Just stomps the skeletons instead, which not a very good thing to do. Going to lose a grunt there. Now Grubby bringing his Torn Chieftain into the center, stomps 3 fiends. Or is that 2 fiends? And speed scrolls, and now he's getting all over Happy's army, and Happy's forced to TP. He's allowed the grunts to get all over his forces, and so he has to TP because he doesn't want to lose his fiends to that grunt focus fire. And so Grubby won that battle, unlike the last one, which he lost horribly. And now he's using this time to creep this red camp in the upper left-hand corner. Yeah, let's see what Happy's hero levels are. Happy's still 4 and 2 and hasn't gained much since last. And now Grubby's probably going to get level 4 from this camp. So Grubby's going to have a sizable hero level advantage. 4-4 versus 4-2. Of course, Happy is creeping as well, so he's going to be 4-3. Yeah, and Grubby is at the moment out creeping Happy. He's putting his expansion back up. And Happy's all the way on the other side of the map, so I don't think he's going to be able to cancel it this time. Grubby very wisely staying near his expansion this time to make sure it goes up, or to be able to respond if Happy decides to come across and attack that expansion. He's got a wolf down there to scout out what Happy's doing. And he's going to creep that's not his Goblin Lab, he's going to creep the upper left-hand Goblin Lab. Meanwhile, Happy creeping the lower right-hand Goblin Lab. And let's see what Grubby gets. Is that a Robe of the Magi? That's a Robe of the Magi. Now, okay, when Grubby's expansion goes up, he will probably... Okay, Grubby's expansion just got scouted by Happy, who probably didn't need to scout that. He could have guessed that Grubby was putting an expansion up there, but now he wanted to be sure. And he's 4-3. His heroes are 4-3 to Grubby's 4-4 at the moment. Grubby's sending peons up to the expansion, which is almost done. So, when that expansion is done, I expect Grubby to push into low upkeep, or even high upkeep, maybe. He did get a bestiary for that purpose. A second bestiary, sorry. And now Grubby's going to just continue creeping. I guess he really wants to get his TC level 5. For a higher level stomp, or possibly for Endurance R3. Sending his wolves out to make sure that he's instantly aware whenever Happy decides to push up into the top half of the map. Yeah, Grubby probably just gonna creep this camp and then the lower one to get his TC 5. Unless he gets it from here. I don't think he'll get it from here. Oh yeah, he will actually get it from here. So Grubby's TC is gonna be 5. And will he get Stomp or Endurance Aura? You're gonna get Stomp or Endurance Aura, Grubby. I guess he's gonna get Stomp, because he hasn't gotten the Aura. So, yeah, now Grubby pushing into low upkeep. He's at 60 food. He's probably gonna go all the way to 80. Happy is at 58 food. So it looks like Happy is actually pushing into low upkeep too. I'm not sure what he's doing, because he doesn't have an expansion, and he's also only... He only has enough ziggurats to allow him to have 60 food, so he's going to be at 60 out of 60 and losing the same amount of gold as if he were at 80, which doesn't make much sense to me, but maybe he knows what he's doing. Anyway, Happy now gets his Lich to 4, and his Death Knight is already 5, and now it looks like he's going to push up and look for a fight, because he is at 60 food. And I guess he just crept his Lich up to level 4 before that fight. And Anyway, now Grubby's also ready to fight. He's been waiting out in front of his expansion where he knows that Happy will be coming. Grubby with an hilarious flute of accuracy, which is totally useless. It gives True Shot aura, which he doesn't need. Trying to get a good stomp off, but doesn't. He just got his Tauren Chieftain slowed because he decided to attack the Crypt Lord for no reason at all. And trying to get his Tauren Chieftain in there to stomp. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that Happy has a Staff of Silence, so he's probably going to be able to silence that. Yeah, silence goes off in time to stop a stomp from the Tauren Chieftain. He does drink a Invuln Pot to get rid of the silence and to stop himself from being utterly destroyed. Grubby has bats. Grubby's bat getting focused down, though, and one destroyer also went down for Happy, so Grubby got the edge in that trade. It's sort of web versus ensnare. Now, Tauren Chieftain taking a lot of damage. Nice impale by Happy. And Grubby speed scrolls, and is going to push right into the center of Happy's army. No, he's deciding just to use the speed scroll to focus down this fiend, and a lot of it got devoured by the destroyer, which now has tons of mana because of that. And so maybe not the best decision by Grubby. He's going to lose a Kodo there. Oh, no. Yeah, he did lose the Kodo. Now, focusing down the Crypt Lord. Now, Grubby trying to push out into the center of Happy's army. He did stun two fiends out in the middle of the field. And got a snare and destroyer there. This destroyer is going to go down. Those two fiends are probably going to follow. Yeah, one fiend goes down. I didn't see what happened to the other. Staff of Silence is dropped by Happy, and Grubby picks it up. Grubby just picked it up and then silenced all three heroes, which were sitting right next to each other. I'm not sure why Happy was dropping that staff anyway. I think he wanted to switch it, but he didn't do it very well. He dropped it on a hero with full inventory like the Lich. Happy's Death Knight very low, so is Grubby's Tauren Chieftain. So both of those heroes very low. Grubby has to TP because his Tauren Chieftain was going to get killed. He just Chain Lightnings, though. He Chain Lightnings and takes out the Crypt Lord as he TPs out, and now he's back at his base. He's going to salve up. And actually, yeah, Happy lost a huge amount in that fight. He's got... What's his food count? He's at 44 food, and Grubby is at 62. So Happy is way behind. And now he's making a desperation push for Grubby's expansion. But, okay, the Death Knight is still really low, and if Grubby just... if Grubby just Chain Lightning that, it would go down, I think. Okay, just got his Farseer really badly nuked. The Farseer does go down, so does the Death Knight. Tauren Chieftain is level 6, and yeah, Happy has to GG. He doesn't have much of a chance. Now his army is so far behind. And so that's good game. Happy's out of the tournament now. And Grubby will move on. I really think that Grubby deserved to win that game. He did creep more aggressively. He put up his expansion, and he won the battle that happened after Happy scouted his expansion, which is, that's all you can expect to do. So, and then, in the end, Grubby got some good stomps off, and then Happy rather carelessly allowed his staff to be picked up by Grubby. And in the end, that really cost him the final battle. I mean, he got all three heroes silenced at a critical time. And he even lost a hero while Grubby was TPing out, which is pretty bad. He didn't coil it to save it or anything. Maybe he was out of mana. But I felt like Happy's play was not quite up to his standard or anyone's standard. It was a bit sloppy. And he did... I mean, he did manage to win the first battle, but after that, his play in the big battles was not exactly awe-inspiring. So, whatever, good game. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I did not enjoy doing it a second time, but that's okay. If you have any suggestions, and I hope you do, because I'm not very good yet, and I know there are suggestions that can be made here. So, please leave comments on the videos or in my channel, or send me a PM if you have any comments. Even if they're just about the videos, like the quality or whatever, or if you want to know how I do these, or if you have any suggestions as to how I should record the videos, yeah, send those to me. So thanks for listening. This is Anonymous signing off.